Hello, people. It's your boy Usmaan back again with the last watchalong of the season. I do apologize that I'm slightly late. I had some technical difficulties. Would it be Usmaan at all watch along without technical difficulty? That is a bloody question. But anyways, as always, make sure you slap a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. It's the last day of the Premier League. And listen, we're going to go through all the scores. We're going to keep you up to date with everything. Because it's your boy. Guys, because Man United are sat here in a situation, no stress, nothing. We got nothing to worry about, boys and girls. We got nothing to worry about. We just sit back, enjoy the game. A lot of changes. I can't even remember the lineup. I'm not going to lie to you, boys and girls. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. At the end of the day, nice rotated team. I'm excited to see some of the youngsters. I'm sure you're excited. I'm going to be switching on to some of the other games. We're going to be covering the Liverpool game. We're going to be covering the Chelsea game. We're going to be covering the Leicester game. That's the one against Tottenham Hotspur. So stay tuned for all of that. We'll have all the latest scores coming through to you from your boy here. Obviously, let me know in the chat as well what your thoughts are regarding the Man United team, the last team of the season. What are your thoughts? James in here saying hi all. Yes, James, good to see you. Absolute pleasure. Listen, if you are new to the channel, I'm going to tell you right now, we've got fantastic content coming for you this week. Tomorrow, we have got a Rival Fan podcast. As you can imagine, the boys are back in town. We're going to be discussing all things team of the season as well as some of the situations that happened today. Obviously, some news on the managers and that kind of thing. On Tuesday, we got a preview for the big game, the Europa League final, Manchester United. Biggest game of the season. We will be previewing that with some fantastic guests. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And obviously, moving forward, we've got some other good content coming in the week. So make sure you stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel if you are not already subscribed. I'm just going to quickly turn my notifications off on my phone because it's going off and a madness. Not that I'm popular or anything, but it's just spam messages. We need to get the WhatsApp group on mute. But yeah, apart from that, boys and girls, how are we feeling about Manchester United's game? How are we feeling? Yes, good to see the kids there. Absolutely agree. I'm just having a quick drink. It has 3 midfield there. Love that, Gojo. Four players who started his first game against Middlesbrough in 2017. back in goal. Roland Saiz in the back three at the end of needs that drink. Good to see the kids. You're right, James. Absolutely agree. Absolutely agree, my friend. Just gonna quickly. Oh, here we go. This is the lineup. Dean Henderson, Brandon Williams, Eric Bailly, Twan Sebi, Tellers at the back. Movement to midfield. Matic, who is the captain. Van der Beek with Van Matten, the 10. Good to see that. And obviously up front, we got Daniel James, Ahmad Traore, and Anthony Elanga up top. Listen, I'm not gonna cry about it. Simple as that. And for all you Formula One fans, I don't want to spoil it for you. But I'm not gonna tell you it's one Monaco Grand Prix. I'll let you guys, in case you want to watch the highlights and all that good stuff. But yeah, listen, get your thoughts in, get your comments in, drop a like, all that good stuff. Like I said, we're gonna have all the latest scores as they happen here live at Usmaan Talk tonight. It's dead. It's not dead that day. It's the last day of the season. I'm absolutely gassed. It's been a fairly decent season for us. Ruben Neves here warming up. Absolute baller. Ruben Neves, take or leave. What are your thoughts? Manchester United fans, would you take Ruben Neves as our DM option? What are your thoughts? Let a brother know. Dean Henderson back in it today. Does he start for you in the Europa League final, or are you going with the trusted David De Gea experience? Been there, done that. Obviously, already won it at Manchester United. What are your thoughts on them two situations? But anyways, good to see the fans back in first and foremost. Some of the other games have already kicked off. Of course, I'm slightly behind as always, so I'll do my best to keep it up to date. It is currently 0-0 in the other games. We've got Arsenal v Brighton, Aston Villa v Chelsea, Fulham against Newcastle, Leeds taking on West Brom, Leicester against Spurs. We need Leicester to get a dub, and obviously Liverpool to drop. Liverpool and Palace, Man City v Everton, and last but not least, Sheffield United v Burnley, which is a pick of the punch, as you guys can imagine. The last take, taking of the knee. Is that going to continue next season? It'll be interesting to see what the situation with that is moving to the next year. Got a comment here from James. If we lose, let's put this on. If we lose and Liverpool win, they will only be 2 points behind us, and it will be Liverpool's worst season in years, and we have had a good year. LOL. Honestly, I don't really care about that. I must say, I don't think they're going to be 2 points behind us, actually. I don't know if that's a factual. Is that factual? Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the cheeky table. It's nice to just watch a game and relax. Obviously, on Wednesday, it's going to be a different scenario. Make sure to stay tuned for the watch-along on Wednesday, because that's going to be an absolute banger. We got a lot of people tuning in for that one, including, I believe, Jerry and Wass are going to be joining me live here in the studio. By studio, I mean my bedroom, but, you know, it is. Right, let's have a look at that. I don't think that's factual, is it? Oh, shit, it is. Really 5 points behind. Oh, wow, is that it? We're only 5 points above Liverpool. Damn. That's terrible, isn't it? Wow, that's kind of shocking. But listen, it is what it is. We secure a second spot. It doesn't really matter about how many points. And the fact that Liverpool are having had the best season and they're very close to us is kind of irrelevant, to be honest with you, mate. It's irrelevant. Anyways, let's get back into it. Manchester United here hosting Wolves. Early shot from Traore here. Drags it wide, man. Honestly, I really don't care about this game. I want it to be entertaining, though, I must say. Poor about Matic, that really was. Wasn't the greatest of balls to him from Twanzebe, but anytime you come into a little bit of a wrestle between yourself and Traore, he comes off best. Just lashes at that one, drags it wide. Right. Fair enough, fair enough. Not a great start there by us, but like I said, this game is so irrelevant. I want entertainment. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a bit of entertainment. Just want to enjoy the game, see what it takes. I really just want to relax. We'll have a somewhat of a reaction tonight. I am on the radio tonight as my weekly radio show every Sunday, 8 o'clock. On my local radio station, Link FM. So obviously you can always join your brother there. No. Way goodbye. Oh, Dan James. Ooh, almost nicking it there. Still currently in nil all the other games. Like I said, we will keep you up to date as the scores go in, as much as I possibly can. Obviously, I'm talking to myself at the moment because we've got back 2 views, but it is what it is, you know? It is what it is. The show must go on. The show must go on. Good switch there by Nemanja Matic to Alex Telles. Like I said, if you are joining us live here, we will be keeping up to date with all the other teams and the other notions and all the other going on in the games. Not just the score, but we will be switching on to the games of, as you can imagine, they're more important, really. As they have, you know, something to play for, we really don't, which is completely fine and okay with the situation. It allows us to rotate the squad in the manner which is done. I'm happy he's rested the likes of Pogba, Cavani, and Bruno Fernandes. They really need that day off prior to the cup final. That's on the Wednesday. What you would say about the conditions here? It's very, very chilly. It's good to see the fans back, man. It's really nice to have the fans back. It really is. Even the dead game like today, Usmaan still representing big man, proper dead game. I appreciate it, bro, man. Thank you as always, man. Has to be done. But yeah, like I said, it's good to see the fans back in the stadium, man. Obviously, just a bit of that home feeling. That's what you love to see, man. That's what you love to see. I'm looking forward to seeing that next season as well, man. A bit of normality, man. But yeah, that was a bit of a shitball. Let us know in the comments, Ruben Neves, what are your thoughts, people? Is he worth signing for Manchester United? Obviously, there's not many of you in the comments. I don't even know why. I keep asking you questions. I'll answer it. From my best opinion, I wouldn't, I'm a fan of his, first and foremost, I must say. But I just don't think he's the guy. I don't think, Ruben Neves is the guy for me that I would be like, he's going to solve that issue. He's going to allow us to play a one-sitting DM. I just don't know if he's that guy. Like, he plays alongside Jair Martinez, the majority. of the season and just in general life. And obviously, we know how much of a baller Martinez is. He's top drawer, isn't he? So, yeah, we'll have to wait and see. What about Tellers? What a ball by Tellers. Obviously, I'm well behind as always, but yeah, I'm just trying to keep you guys up to date with the latest scores. Still 0-0 in every single other game in the Premier League as it currently stands, which is what I'd expect, really, given that it's only a couple of minutes in. There's normally one early goal here and there, and do you know what I mean? I've just seen the ball from Tellers now. Elanga! Oh, no! Oh, shit. If he brought that down, he was in. It's a top draw.
Not at any stages he made his mind up as to what he's going to do there. He wasn't thinking, right, I'm going to attack this, bring it down on my chest, and then finish it. He wasn't thinking, let's finish it first time. He just got caught in the middle.
Oh, man, that was a shit touch, but it was awkward hype for him.
Good signs.
Don't know if he could have dived and headed that, I'm not going to lie. But listen, hopefully he scores, man. I got people on Twitter telling me that Elanga's not good enough. Like, he's a young lad, he's 19, man. People need to fucking relax. There's too much. Oh, Maguire's out. There's too much criticism on these young players, man. And people need to chill out. But yeah, Maguire's missing the final. You know, as the commentator just said there, that is something that is a concern, given the fact that, you know, we've been so poor defensively since he's not been in the team. Van der Beek wins a free kick there. Him and Ahmad getting in the way. Big game for Van der Beek, to be fair, like, to show what he's about. You know, I'm a fan of his. I'm definitely a fan. You know, I mean, you know, I've seen a lot of him at Ajax. Of course, in particular, the Champions League, he was absolutely sensational. The one season in particular where they did really well against, well, they actually ended up getting kicked out by Spurs, but in that game, he was brilliant. The whole campaign. He's just an intelligent player, man. I really just like him a lot. Dan James, first game in a while. It's good to see that as well. Elanga in the box. Good touch. Oh, he needs to hit the target. Damn, that could have been his moment. He's done really well there. He's dropped a shoulder and got past his man and he's snatched on the shot. The body's in front of him and he just skied that. Oh, that's where the composure is needed. Damn, I thought that was his moment. Unlucky, bro. Unlucky. Come on, keep going, keep going. Great dummy, that. Yeah, a great pass by Dan James. I'm not sure if it was intended for him, but nonetheless, you know, good play by him. Ooh, great one too there by Traore. I think it was Den Dunker as well. Good to see Dan James back in the team as well. Like, just give him some minutes before the final, man. He needs to get, you know, in the groove of things. We might need him off the bench. Who knows, innit? Who knows? Not that Ollie utilizes it properly, but, you know, that's just me. It's just me. Anyways, let's just sort this camera out because it's too high. Oh, there we go. That's better. You can see my beautiful face now, although it's a bit dark. But it is what it is. Anyway, still 0-0 on every other game. In the Premier League, as I've already said, we're going to keep you up to date with all the live scores. You know, I wasn't really planning on watching the Man United game, I must be honest. However, so you know what? Let's just see how the youngsters get on. If anything materializes in some of the other games, we might switch over. But, you know, we'll have to wait and see how we get on. Hoping for a Crystal Palace result, draw, or, well, a win would be phenomenal. Of course, that would put Leicester in the driving seat, so to speak. Yeah, Liverpool meltdown on the last day is what we're looking for. But at the end of the day, that's not really something that we can control now. We had our opportunity, we bottled it, simple as. But yeah, we'll see how we get on here. Good ball by Ruben Neves, yeah. Twan reads it fairly well and knocks it out for a throw-in, I believe. Fairly good defending, pretty straightforward, but, you know, he reads the game well there. The win definitely helped him, ironically. The ball just kind of just holds in the sky for a bit longer, which definitely benefited us there. But yeah, 10 minutes gone, 0-0. Elanga with the best chance for Man United. They got a corner to Wolves here. We'll see what they can make of it. We'll see what they can make of it. You know, we've not been great at defending set pieces, so the expectations here isn't great, to be honest. Another corner here. First one gets cleared away, goes back post, and then it gets played back in, and it's a deflection of Williams, I believe, for another corner to Wolverhampton Wanderers.
I think that back line of the zonal marking was well outside of the 6-yard box. You'll realise this time they'll be just inside it because it's an in-swinger.
Yo, honestly, God, it feels weird watching the game and just not having any sort of emotion towards it in terms of a negative, like anxious or nervous. I'm just chilling. But yeah, set piece here, take on Matinho, great ball in, gets flicked on near post, back to I forgot his name. Is it Silva? Fabio Silva plays it back, and they recycle the ball back to Neves. Great pass for him, but it's miscontrolled by Traore, who still contains the ball, and he's marked by Van der Beek here. Tries to get past, gets a brilliant ball in, but it's knocked out. Mata, very dangerous ball there. But Van der Beek collects it. Great ball from Van der Beek to Amad Diallo, who plays a great ball to Dan James. He's on his bike. He can't keep the ball in play. It was almost a promising counter attack, but it just didn't materialise into anything. But there was a bit of a threat there from Man United on the break, which is what you expect with the pace. You know, Ahmad, Elanga, and Dan James, all speed merchants, almost like a FIFA lineup to an extent. You know, if you know, you know, trying to abuse that pace. But yeah, another game, still nil in every single other game in the Premier League. Surprisingly, not any goals at the moment. I'm sure there's a lot of action happening in other games as well. First 12 minutes thus far. Yeah, nothing really to discuss from the other games. Hopefully, Wilfred Zaha finally turns up. That would be an absolute treat, should we say. Oh, Mata comes back in and wins the ball off Matinho. Good, nice little one-touch football there. Very basic, to be honest, but just not used to do anything like that. Williams brings the ball out. Again, nice little bit of football there, moving the ball somewhat quickly. Bailly, I believe, has got the ball here. Is Bailly playing? Bailly at the back, just bringing the ball out further up the pitch. Plays it to Twansebi, who plays it to Tellez on the wing. Not really much happening at the moment, but we are in possession. And we've done that well. We've kept the ball nicely, which is obviously a positive. Plays the ball to Juan Mata. I believe Kevin De Bruyne has just scored. The ball gets played down to Dan James on the left wing, who crosses it in. And like goal! Let's go! What did I say to this rotten Twitter? What did I say about Elanga? What did I say? Give him some time. What a cross. What a header. What a moment for the young lad. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely elated. Quality. He's onside. He's definitely onside. And what a cross, Dan James. Let's go! This is good. This is going to be beautiful. Because if you guys don't know on Twitter, there was some rat complaining about Elanga earlier, and I was saying, give him some time. He's a young lad. And, you know, beautiful finish, beautiful finish. Oh, this is what we love to see.
And producing them to be first-team footballers for Manchester United. You wonder whether he's going to be the next one. You know, it's the beauty of the early ball. You don't see it enough these days, really. Players always want to take a touch and come out.
What a cross, by the way.
Get players attacking it, give them the space to go and attack that ball. That's the result. Well, it's a setback for Nuno on his final game in charge.
Nah. Agree with that.
Kind of emphasises just how good Manchester United are as an attacking team away from home. Despite all of the changes.
Goodbye. Come on! I was trying to get this tweet up where this guy was slagging off Elanga.
Not really made a good start. The front three have made a good start. But Diallo looks really comfortable in that kind of false nine position as well. Always got time on his hands. Free kick to Wolves.
Right, what a header, boys and girls. What a bloody header. Man City on smoke. What's going to feel? Man City 2-0 up.
As I look at this goal, it's a brilliant ball from Daniel James. He just has a little glance, whips it in there, says, go on, get yourself on the end of that. watching it all the way.
What a moment. Beautiful. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
And you'd love to see a smile like that, don't you, on the young man's face? You must remember your first goal.
First Manchester United goal, and I witnessed it. Oh, God, love that.
There's no better feeling than scoring goals as a Premier League footballer. Now, this front three look like they're enjoying themselves in the early stages of this game. They need to figure that situation out, Wolves, with Ahmad. He's getting a lot of space.
Right, let's have a quick update on the scores, boys and girls. I believe Man City have scored twice, actually, for fuck's sake. Could have brought Kevin De Bruyne into the squad, but wasn't expected to play. Yeah, Man City 2-0 up. I think De Bruyne hit Jesus. I've scored, but nonetheless, Man United are going to the good. That's what that matters. Let's get a quick tweet out about the boys. Vardy has scored for Leicester. Huge moment here.
Behind for Wolves by João Moutinho.
Just tweeting out. Love to see. Let's go. Leicester 1-0 up, by the way, in case you're wondering. Vardy scoring a penalty. So as it currently stands, Leicester are in the top 4. Of course, we know that can change very promptly. You know, Liverpool just need to score one, really. I don't think Palace are going to offer much. Leeds have also scored 1-0 against West Brom. Rodrigo has got that goal. As someone who's got Bamford in my team, I'm absolutely fuming, I must say. But, you know, it is what it is. Bamford stopped starting this game. But, yeah, let's just quickly go through some games. Leicester 1-0 up, as I've already said, against Tottenham, courtesy of penalty from Vardy. Leeds are 1-0 up against West Brom, courtesy of the Rodrigo goal. And, as I've already stated, Man City 2-0 to the good against Everton. So let's have a quick gander at the table as it currently stands. We'll open the link in a new tab. Let's have a look. How are we sitting at the moment? So as things currently stand, Leicester are sat in 3rd place, Chelsea sat in 4th, and Liverpool sat in 5th. You know, of course, a lot of this can change very easily. You know, Chelsea and Liverpool just need to win their games realistically. I can't remember Chelsea are playing who exactly. Chelsea playing Villa. Okay, so Chelsea have to win that game realistically. Otherwise, they're in trouble. All 3 of them have to win the game today. Leicester's goal difference is now 3 behind Liverpool's, which I personally think is going to be a factor. I do think Leicester will win this game, but I think Liverpool are going to trump them on the goal difference, which is what's going to secure them the top 4, which would be a massive shame. Don't get me wrong, that is coming down to goal difference. But at the end of the day, you know, it is what it is. That's just how things work. But yeah, it means Chelsea and Liverpool have to get a win now. Prior to that, they could have got a draw, but you know, as it stands, they need to secure the dub. But great bowling from Traore as you speak. I think Rodrigo's just scored again. Rafinha's just got an assist. For those who've got fancy football, that is, you know, just a bit of information for you boys and girls. Rodrigo scoring is pissing me off. I should have flipping got him in the team. I don't understand why I got Bamford and captured Bamford as well. I've had an absolute fucking nightmare there. But Arsenal and Leeds currently Arsenal up to 8th as it stands. And Leeds are currently in 9th with Everton currently losing. Well, Everton have lost, haven't they, to Man City? Let's be real. That was inevitable, anyways. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Arsenal. And what? To be fair, Arsenal. If Arsenal win, they go into 7th, I believe. Yeah, if Arsenal win, they go into 7th. So they've got something to play for, actually. Obviously, Leicester and Tottenham are playing each other. But that would put them in the Conference League, which is brilliant for Arsenal fans. Yeah, in the Conference. How do you feel about that? You're fighting for the Europa Conference. I'm not even watching the Man United game. I'm trying to keep up to date with the scores. But let's get back to the game. Man United currently 1-0 ahead. A great goal from Elanga. His first for the club. First for many, hopefully. You know, happy for the young lads. A great moment. for him and his family, man. That's what you want to see, man, as a football fan.
And it's what's seen them drop down the Premier League. He's such an important player, not just in terms of goals, but everything else he brings to the team. I think that's why he's such a special player. You know, it's the link up as well, the way he comes short and links players, that links the whole team together. They've tried to fill that void. You know, young Fabio Silva's done well. But obviously, the goals have not really come for him. And for William Jose as well, who's not quite hit the ground running. So it's a big part of the reason why Wolves have had that kind of frustrating season.
You love to see it. You love to see it. Anyways, where are we? Na. At the moment, it's a madness. Da 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 da. Ole ole ole. The amount of times I've said, "Oh, the game, man." To Liverpool getting closer. A lot of people talking about Twan Sevi at the moment on social media. To be honest, I don't really care about Twan Sevi at the moment. I've got to be honest.
They've got ball players out there. The players at the top end of the pitch who want to kind of receive the ball, get on it, make things happen.
I don't know what's happening here. We're actually playing all right. Traore is a problem, isn't he? Good defended by Twan Sevi again. He gets the ball clear. Really need to see that Crystal Palace have scored. That would fill me with a lot of joy, I must say. But yeah, Traore is a problem at the moment. He's doing a lot. Good defending by the boys to get back. Twan Sevi gets it out though. Oh. Right, let's see where we're at. Oh god, still 1-0 to United. Not much has happened in many of the other games. Man City are just slapping Everton, 2-0, you know, light work and all that good stuff. Let's have a look where we are. 23 minutes gone in most games, roughly. Liverpool still needing a goal. Newcastle have just scored. Who else? Willock. Willock has scored. What an absolute shock. Fair play to him. What a season, end of a season he's had to, you know, as a young lad, I probably should have bought him off fantasy football. I messed up. I bought bloody fucking Nicholas Pepe, didn't I? Oh, God. Absolute nightmare. Obviously, Willock's going to score. Newcastle need to sign him up ASAP, man. And he's done it. Willock. Is that 7 games in a row, by the way? Is that 7 games in a row for Willock? Let's have a look. I think that is, you know. I believe so. Fair flipping play, mate. Yeah, anyways, obviously back to the house, man. I hope all is good in the hood. I'm well run, man. I'm happy, man. Obviously, no stress today. Watching the game. Obviously, on Wednesday is going to be the big one for the, you know, the Watchalong. Hopefully, Jerry and Was will be joining us live for that one. But yeah, as it currently stands, Leicester are in the top 4, courtesy of a Jamie Vardy penalty. Other scorelines such as Newcastle 1-0 up against Fulham, Leeds 1-0 against West Brom, and 2 to City and 0 to Everton. Every other game that I haven't mentioned is currently 0-0. Arsenal against Brighton 0-0. Villa Chelsea, you get the drift. Liverpool Palace. 25 minutes gone. I can see Liverpool scoring at some point. Leicester have to somehow slap Spurs 4-5-0. Goal difference wise, honestly, that's the only way I can see them getting top 4 personally. I just don't think it's going to happen otherwise. I really don't. I just got a feeling that Liverpool are going to beat Palace at some point. Bro, can you treat yourself to a bit of time off with the season ending? You deserve it. I appreciate that, Rob, man. I appreciate that. I suppose I've kind of had some time off of late anyway, so you know, it's all good. Going to be doing any content to your, yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of content for the Euros. I'm excited because everyone's going to be supporting the same team for a change. So hopefully, we can, get everyone on from different platforms, teams that, different sort of teams, different fans from different teams, supporting the same sort of outfit. So that should be good. Sheffield United have scored against Burnley, a bit irrelevant, but hey, why not? Let me just check who scored. McGoldrick, he's had a very good individual season, to be fair to him, although they have, of course, been relegated. But yeah, massive shame for them. They had a fantastic season last season, and for whatever reason, things just did not, they didn't materialise in a positive way. So it is what it is. But yeah, Liverpool still 0-0, 25 minutes gone. They've got 65 to save the season, as Leicester are currently ahead. Or in other words, in fact, no, realistically, they do need to win because Leicester could technically still get a draw and finish above them. 'Think we're back on in his house. This game's decent. Man United doing right, yeah. Okay, we're back. If you are joining us live here, please feel free to drop a like. Obviously, I appreciate all the support, and obviously just everyone that's just shown so much love throughout the season, man. I really do appreciate that. It's been a mad season for me personally in terms of streaming. Up and down. Had some success, other moments where it's been lows, but overall I could be happy with what we've achieved this season. Got to 1K subscribers. I never thought we'd reach that milestone, so that's definitely an achievement in itself. So hopefully more to come. Hopefully we can get to 2K come the end of this time next year, but we'll have to wait and see. Just got to continue to work hard, I guess.
One or two interesting situations against Mbappe in the opening game of the Champions League this season and passed with flying colours.
Let's get it. Do, 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 do. 28 minutes gone on the clock. Crystal Palace still holding Liverpool. Good touch there by Ahmad in tight space. Good tackle by Neves, who plays the ball to Matinho, who plays it to Silva. Great cross by Silva, but it's slightly over here, actually. Not that great of a cross. And it looks like it's going out for United. Throwing. Williams to take this on the far end. Nothing done. Ahmad dispossessed on the halfway line, but, real good. Oh, beautiful touch by Van der Beek, that. What? Ref? No free kick? Come on, that's blatant, man. Blatant free kick. 30 minutes gone. In most of the Premier League games, still 0-0 at Liverpool and Crystal Palace, and Chelsea are currently still 0-0 against Aston Villa, both of which do need to get a win, as Leicester are currently in the lead against Tottenham Hotspur. Although we've got 60 minutes, 2/3 of the game left to play. So I'm expecting a lot more twists and turns. Obviously, if you're joining me, stay tuned for more as, I keep you up to date with all that is going on in the league. I believe Fornals has just scored for West Ham to make that 1-0 against Southampton. Of course, we will get confirmation very shortly. Of course, VAR and all that good stuff. But yeah, it does seem that Fornals has put West Ham in lead. That was a very good cross out, but nobody attacked it from Wolves team. I must say that also, I haven't really said yet, but good to see Jimenez back in training, man. Of course, he suffered that absolutely horrendous injury, head injury. And it's really, really affected Wolves in terms of as a team. But you know, football aside, on a personal level, it's just good to see him playing. You know, they have reported that he will be wearing a head guard for the rest of his career. Not similar to Peter Cech, but somewhat of a head guard to, you know, protect him first and foremost, but secondly, just give him that bit of confidence, which I can imagine psychologically, you know, he's suffered in that sense. But yeah, it's just good to see him recovering. That's the most important thing. Brandon Williams, he's trying to dribble out from the back, it slips, but nothing done. Ball forced to Amad Diallo, who turns and picks up the ball and runs, plays the ball to Elanga, who just slows it down. Elanga's kind of remind me of Welbeck at the moment, I must say. He's really giving me Welbeck vibes. Obviously, I've not seen a lot of the kid, but, you know, I had that sort of altercation with some, not really an altercation, disagreement with a fan on Twitter saying, you know, just be a bit patient. You know, I don't understand why our fans are just so hasty. I'm just criticizing. Oh, Bailly trying to take people on, comes back, decides, nah, that's not for me.
It's a foul by Semena.
Oh, God. Twitter is such a funny world, isn't it?
Jermaine, for all the appearances you see him make in the Manchester United team, and I'll accept that most of them have been off the bench, it's never really looked like the player was. His defence is up against Bruno Fernandes essentially in that position. That's why it's interesting to see him today playing in the two. You hear a lot about whether United fans are happy with the Fred and
That's one touch football, but Ahmad just takes a touch and it goes out of play.
Things ticking that centre midfield for United.
Good touch there. Well done by Matic. Play him in. Ahmad! Oh, he gets bullied. That guy's massive. Number 15. Who's that? Bully. I think West Ham have scored a second, I believe. The team play all right, you know. I know, Jerry, you gets me. The team are playing all right. Nice bit of football there. You know, very simple football, mind, but, you know, it's effective. West Ham are 2-0 up, I can confirm. I believe Fornals brace, if I'm not mistaken. Obviously, I'm just trying to keep you up to date as we go along. But yeah, Liverpool still 0-0 against Palace. I'm fairly confident that we'll score at some point. Come on, James, keep hitting some. He does that. So far, Leicester are currently sat in third, but how long will that last? You know, Chelsea need to get the dub as well, actually. Obviously, they have got that final where they have the opportunity to, you know, get the Champions League football via that against Man City. It's going to be interesting, man. Whether, you know, they get it through that or they get it through the league at the moment, it does look like they are not. In fact, actually, currently are in the Champions League. I keep thinking in my head that I'm pretty confident that Liverpool are going to win that game. That's what it is against Crystal Palace. I haven't really, you know, acknowledged any other result. Ahmad, look, of course he's a young lad. He's not the final package, but I've been very impressed with him every time I've seen him play. I must say, I just like the pockets of space he picks up, and I like the way he plays. Like he's quite intelligent for a young lad. You know, there's a lot. You know, there's a lot to improve on. Don't get me wrong, and there's definitely more that you can offer in the game, but he's got some talent there. He's definitely got some talent. Liverpool are 1-0 up according to Jerry, which is absolutely devastating news. I'm absolutely gutted about that. I really am, actually. Fuck's sake. It was inevitable, wasn't it? It was a Mane scored. Great. I thought it would be Salah if they scored, but, you know, it is fucking Mane. Right, that's Liverpool securing the top four now, basically. I don't think Crystal Palace are going to do anything to get themselves back in that game, which is an absolute shame. But we only have ourselves to blame. The fact that Liverpool have recovered this season It's an absolute joke, really. Yeah, so as it stands, Chelsea currently missing out. But I just don't think that's going to be the case. Traoré actually went off injured. When did that happen? I didn't even see that. Oh, man. Liverpool scoring, Mane with a goal, important goal that for Liverpool. Firmino assist. Great tracking back by Amad Diallo. I'm really good about that, must say. Very disappointing. Ruben Neves is down. So as it currently stands, Chelsea are missing out. We'll have to wait and see whether Chelsea have an answer. Like I've already said, Chelsea do have an opportunity to get into top 4 via their Champions League win, not the Europa League. So that currently puts Liverpool in 3rd, if I'm not wrong, which is crazy to think that they finished that high, given how poor of a season they've had. They couldn't win a game at some one point in the season. They're still currently sat in 3rd on the last day, which is a madness. I suppose it's kind of similar to Man United, how we finished 3rd last season. But yeah, Liverpool currently sat in 3rd on goal difference as they take a lead against Crystal Palace. Very important goal that from Mane, who's not had the best of seasons, but you know, when it's mattered, he scored. 10 minutes into the half time, Manchester United still 1-0 up, courtesy of a brilliant cross from Dan James, but courtesy of a goal from Ilanga's first ever goal as a senior player. Brilliant cross from Dan James. Huge credit to him. You know, fair play to the guy. Left foot as well. Absolute peach with delivery, and Ilanga dispatches that comfortably. Williams gets a bit fortunate here with a ricochet, but it does like it's gone out for a goal kick. Williams isn't the best pleased about that, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. How are we feeling about the first half, boys and girls? What are your thoughts? Let our brother know. For me personally, you know what? I've been fairly happy. I know we 1-0 up, which is irrelevant, but we're fairly happy with the performance, you know. Not that it really matters, but you know, the boys have done well. Edison has scored. I don't know. Oh, penalty save, Edison. Sigurdsson's missed a penalty. I hope I've sold Sigurdsson on fantasy football. I really don't remember. If I have, I really hope I have, because if I haven't, that is just going to add insult to injury. I'm pretty sure I've sold it. I'm just going to... Can't double check on here. I'm just double checking my laptop. I need a bumper to come on, man. Oh, I think Wolves might have scored. We've got some no in the chat by James. Obviously, you guys are always ahead, so I'm assuming that means we have conceded, which would be massively disappointing, I must say. I'm just waiting to see if James gives me an update on that. No, I don't know what he's referring to there. Does that mean we've conceded? We'll find out very shortly here, live on Usmaan Talks United. Great switch there. Please don't tell me I've got to say the same as him. I don't think I have. I haven't. Bruno Fernandes. Semedo has scored. Shit, man. That's against us, obviously, isn't it? Oh, that's disappointing. Very disappointing, I must say. I don't understand why I've got Dingo. Fucking nice lookers. I've had an absolute man the last couple of weeks on fantasy football. I really have, man. I really have.
Special goal as well, scored by the teenager Anthony Ilanga. Second start for United and his first goal for the club. Wednesday night, by the way, after the Europa League final.
What an absolute nightmare for me, man. On fantasy football, absolute nightmare. I need that West Ham clean sheet desperately, otherwise I'm moving on the table, that's for sure. Yeah, Wolves has scored. It is 1-0. 1-1, sorry. I'm very far behind. Semedo scored the goal. Bit disappointing, I must say, but you know, it is what it is. Like I said, not expecting much. Good assist by Fabio Silva. Pricks. 1-1. Harry Kane has scored for Tottenham Hotspur. Huge moment in the top four race. Harry Kane has just scored for Tottenham Hotspur. I don't understand why I haven't captain Kane. Fuck me, what an absolute nightmare. What an absolute nightmare of fantasy football.
He plays to Fabio Silva and is spot on. Look at it, there's a little run off Matip.
Harry Kane has scored, which means Leicester are back into 5th. Right, okay, I see. I don't understand how that's worked. Leicester losing.
And Semedo just pops up exactly where you don't expect him. We had a really good run from.
Oh, yeah, shit, yeah. Oh, Leicester have to win.
Just gets himself onto the ball, strikes it.
Leicester have to win the game. I didn't realise. Right, Kane scored. I believe Humanson got the assist. Okay, no goals going in at the moment. I can't keep up, man.
They deserve that, Wolves. I have to say, showed great spirit. Well, it was Anthony Elanga's first goal for Manchester United. That's the first goal in the goal of Wolves for Nelson Semedo. And they do get the first half goal in the Premier League. And they're back level just before half.
2 minutes left of 4 minutes left till half time. Great run there by Elanga. Free kick to Manchester United at the edge of the box. Interesting. Chelsea still in against Villa. But currently, Tottenham Hotspur are doing Chelsea a favour by securing them that top 4 spot as it stands. I did say there's going to be twists and turns here. And it seems to be the case. Liverpool firmly in the driver's seat now. You know, a favoured fixture against Crystal Palace. So, you know, I'm expecting them to sail through in the second half and maybe score 2 or 3. Secure that dub. Leicester, can they find their way back in the lead? You know, the next 45 minutes is huge for them. You know, it's the difference between getting Champions League and Europa League football. I think that's and I said this already, I think they deserve to be in Europa League over Champions League. However, them winning the FA Cup just show that they got something about them. They definitely got something about them. I can't knock it. You know, they've won a cup. They've won more trophies than us this season. So technically, if they get the top 4, they've had a better season than us. But we'll have to wait and see, won't we? The last couple of minutes until half time in most games, Arsenal still 0-0. 44th minute on the clock. They are hosting Brighton. Aston Villa currently 0-0 against Chelsea. 42 minutes on the clock. Fulham losing 1-0 to Newcastle. It's been a disappointing season for Fulham, but nonetheless, they look like they are on their way down with an L, which would be disappointing given that they probably got fans in the stadium. We got at least 2-0 up, courtesy of a double by Rodrigo against West Brom. 45th minute, and Leicester against Tottenham 1-1 with 1 minute to go before half time. Liverpool 1-0 leaders against Crystal Palace with 44 minutes played on the clock. Man City took a very early lead against Everton, 2-0 to the good. And Sheffield United finally finding a bit of form, but it's a little too late as they lead Burnley at home and their last game in the Premier League at Bramall Lane. 1-0 goal courtesy of McGoldrick. Moving on to West Ham United, who are 2-0 up against Southampton. And last but not least, Manchester United are currently 1-1 on the 43rd or 45th minute even. And we were looking to go into half-time drawing, which, to be fair, I wasn't expecting much. But we are currently on the break with Ahmad and Dan James. Ahmad plays a great ball to Dan James there. Dan James doesn't really do much with it. This is the issue with him, isn't it? Just doesn't have that fucking quality. although he was absolutely brilliant for the first goal. Mata plays a nice ball to Van der Beek at the edge of the box. Van der Beek plays it to Dan James. He gets bundled over. It's not going to be given as a pen. I probably don't think it was a pen. He gone over very softly. But Man United continue to press on for a late goal in the second half. Matic bringing the ball forward. He skips past one with ease. He cuts inside to his left. Goes past another. He plays a great ball to Dan James, who takes the touch. Van der Beek. And that's a pen, surely. Hello? I think it's been given. Is it a pen? It looks like a penalty to me. Van der Beek goes over, looks like contact from a Wolves defender. Great play from Matic in the build-up. Dan James takes the touch. Oh, is it a pen? I mean, I can't tell. I mean, there is contact, but I just don't think that for me, that's not a pen because that's way too soft, and I don't want that to be given as a pen. But I think it's been given. I think we'll have to wait and see. But as we're waiting for that, it is half-time at Leeds against West Brom. It's also half-time at Arsenal. Aston Villa beating Chelsea. 1-0 to Aston Villa. I personally don't think it's a pen. I don't really care, to be honest. Bruno's not on the pitch, so I don't even know who's going to take it. I'm assuming it's one matter. Traore scores for Aston Villa on the 43rd minute to put them ahead of Chelsea on the day. It's currently 1-0 going into half-time. What does that actually mean for the table? Chelsea on 67 points. Chelsea are still in a top 4 position, even if they lose this game, as Leicester have to win to secure top 4. I just can't see Leicester doing it, to be honest. I really can't. But then again, I was saying they're going to win. I just think Chelsea will win as well, so they'll find a way. That can't be a pen, surely not. Half-time at Tottenham, Leicester 1-1. Big 45 minutes of Leicester ahead. Liverpool still 1-0 to the goal against Crystal Palace. Going into the half-time stage, the referee just gone to have a look to see if this is a penalty. For me personally, it's not a pen. There's hardly any contact on it. We'll have to see what he thinks. I don't think it's a pen. There is contact, but I mean, he goes down well late. There's clear contact there, but I don't think that's a clear and obvious error from my being in the first instance. Yeah, why does he go down so late, though? I don't understand.
That's kind of the point, really. We need to remember that when you're on the pitch as a referee,
Manchester United get given the penalty, and it looks like Juan Mata is going to step up to take it. There's contact there. He's given it. I personally don't think it's a pen, but at the same time, you've got to remember that if a player they need to get rewarded for staying on the field, although he just got down a bit late.
That's not always to say that everything is a penalty.
I mean, it's been given, and Matis is going to step up and score, isn't he? What matter? What could be his last ever game for Manchester United? Good touch by Dan James, by the way. We must, reiterate his contribution into that. Obviously, getting the penalty sort of thing. It's been given. All right. It's 5 minutes added on the Liverpool Palace game. What's happened there? Assuming someone's got injured. Right, Mata to take it. Could be his last ever goal for the club, by the way.
Potentially big moments here as well for Juan Mata, who hasn't scored in the Premier
This
League.
could be Mata's last opportunity ever to score. Obviously, if he scores again in the second half.
This might be his last game in the Premier League in a Manchester United shirt.
Right.
He has the responsibility of against.
While Mata steps up. I mean, I know he's going to score anyways because there's no doubt in my head. And he sends him the wrong way. Juan Mata, and what could be his last ever game for Manchester United, gives us a lead right on the stroke of half time. Manchester United 2, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. and that is half time. You love to see it. So I'm just going to quickly run through the half time scores. Absolute jubilation in the Man United camp. However, very contrasting emotions in the Wolverhampton camp, as a lot of the players are looking very ominous, and the fans not looking best pleased either. But anyways, just to go through the half-time scores: Arsenal 0, Brighton 0, Aston Villa 1, Chelsea 0. As it currently stands, Chelsea are still in the top four based on goal difference. Leicester would, of course, need to get the dub either way if they're going to secure a top four finish. I suppose the only way Chelsea losing affects them really is if it's by a couple of goals. So if they lose 2 or 3-0, hypothetically speaking, or if Leicester score, then it's going to be a different story. But anyways, Fulham 0, Newcastle 1, Leeds 2, West Brom 0, Leicester 1, Tottenham 1, Liverpool 1, Crystal Palace 0, Manchester City 2, Everton 0, Sheffield United 1, Burnley 0, West Ham 2, Southampton 0, and of course the Manchester United game at half-time is 2-1 to the good, courtesy of a first ever goal for Elanga and a goal from Juan Mata that could be his last.
The Civic's response to the performance is
very contrasting in terms of careers. But James will be back in 10 minutes. You'd love to see it. What is everyone's thoughts at half-time? For me personally, I've not had any expectation from this game, but it's been all right. Can't complain too much. There's not really much pressure. There's not much riding on this game whatsoever, really, from our perspective. But the players seem like they want to do well, which is good to see. Good contributions from Dan James for both goals. The first goal in particular, brilliant cross. From him personally, great cross on a play for Elanga, who makes no mistake and puts in the top corner. Second goal, promising run from Matic on the right wing. He cuts it back to Dan James. I'm not sure if it's intentional, but it does look somewhat intentional. He pops it off to Van der Beek on a stretch. Van der Beek picks the ball up in the box, runs past one, and then gets clipped for the penalty. Mata makes absolutely no mistake and dispatches it emphatically in the top left corner to put Manchester United 2-1 up at half-time. And currently in the driver's seat of the game. Very good half. Mata, no mistake. Big up G. Big up ITM, bro. Hopefully you're doing well, my guy. Hopefully you stay tuned for the content this week. Is going to be absolutely beautiful. The United made a very good first half for us going forward. Absolutely. Coming back to the top four race as it currently stands, Liverpool are finishing in third, which is kind of crazy given the season that they had. Chelsea currently sat in fourth, although they are currently trailing 1-0 to Aston Villa, and Leicester on goal difference by -2 are currently sat in fifth. If Leicester have any hopes of still securing this top four, they have to score at least 2. Well, in fact, to be fair, they just need to win the game actually as it stands. Because Chelsea would, if Leicester are to win, hypothetically speaking, Chelsea would need to score 2 goals, otherwise they are not going to make it through to the Champions League. And Leicester actually win the Champions League itself against Manchester City in the final. So it's an interesting 45 minutes. Leicester have got a lot to play for, as of Chelsea and as of Liverpool still at the moment. If Liverpool are to concede, by the way, and it goes to the drawing, that would mean there's 3 teams on 67 points: Liverpool, Leicester, and Chelsea. Oh my God, that would be an absolute scenes. It really would. Of course, that would go down to goal difference as well, and Liverpool would actually still remain in the top 4, and Leicester would miss out still. But just to see all 3 teams on 67 would be interesting. Man United currently sat on 74 points, and leaders and champions elect on 86 points with an emphatic 2-0 lead at Everton. In fact, no, that Etihad, aren't they? But yeah, Arsenal currently sat in 8th. They have moved up, which is good for them on a personal level, but be interested to see what happens in the second half. Arsenal, if they were to win, it would put them above their neighbours, Tottenham, and it would put them into the Europa Conference League, and we know how badly their fans want that. Emphatic, absolutely brilliant competition there. Leeds currently sat in 9th, overtaking Everton, who are currently in 10th. Doesn't look like Everton going to come back from that because they're playing against Manchester City. 10th for Everton's massively disappointing, I must say. It's just not good enough, is it? Really, to be honest, that's massively disappointing for Everton fans. Sheffield United actually got a couple of wins the last couple of games. Funny enough, only 3 points off West Brom in the end. But yeah, that aside, enjoying the United game from the United fair. The front three are Danny looking very tidy. You know, I'm not going to sit and overly compliment the front three. I don't think they've done anything in particular. But again, what do you expect? They're all young. Well, the front three in particular, very young lads. I suppose Dan James is somewhat experienced now because he's played that many games in a United shirt, so he should be, offering a bit more. But like I said, he's had two very important contributions for the goal, so hopefully that's good. Going into the final, he might be able to offer something off the bench. But my issue with Dan James, he just doesn't have that star quality. He really doesn't. Like I know for the first goal, it was an absolute peach of a delivery, but if he was doing that week in, week out, then it would be a different conversation. You can maybe make a case for him, but he really doesn't. But yeah, as the table stands, Liverpool have done fantastically well of late in terms of the form. They've been absolutely smashing. 4 wins and a draw, I believe. You're starting to see Liverpool of old, bastards. But yeah, it's good to see. It's not good to see actually. I'm waffling. I'm really waffling here. Just having a look at the table. Liverpool is sat in third. It's just weird, isn't it? Really, that them being that high up in the table, given how poor they've been this season. West Ham currently 2-0 up, also sat in 6th, which would secure them a Europa League spot, which was a good season for them on a personal level. Really, I just don't think they can have any complaints about that. Oh God. Pardon me. Arsenal currently in 0 against Brighton. Arsenal's such a dead team, isn't it? Why did I sign Nicholas Pepe, man? I've had such a mare, lads. No one fancy football. Fucking hell. Why did I buy Nicholas Pepe, right? When I could have just bought Willock. Like, it's just... There's no logic in that decision by me. Like, there's really not. Like, everything points to buying Willock because he's been he's in a bit unreal form. And I buy Nicholas Pepe. That's why I've just bottled the end of this fantasy football league, when I was doing so well. I was been in the top 3 all season, and now I'm slipping down and down and down. It's just disappointing. I captain bloody fucking Bamford. He's not even playing. Rodrigo's coming in back to brace. This Rodrigo guy needs to get more minutes next season, I think, because every time he plays, he seems to do well. Like I really like Bamford. He seems like a genuinely top guy, and he's doing well. He's had a good season on a personal level, but Rodrigo just seems to do better. Like, he's more clinical. I don't know. Obviously, I don't think anyone's gonna have any opinions on that because it's Leeds related, but that's just my observation, of course. Oh. We love a penalty, don't we? I'm trying to think what I'd want to see in the second half. Liverpool to lose would be fucking sensational, wouldn't it, really, lads? I just can't see that. Leicester need to get this dub. Surely Chelsea can turn this around. Let's have a look at where Leicester are in terms of goal difference compared to Chelsea. They're 2 behind. Interesting. Very interesting. Leicester are going to miss out here on goal difference. That is crazy. They're going to miss out on the Champions League because they're 2 goals short. And they didn't win 9-0 this season in one of their games as well against Southampton. I don't know if that was this season. I'm pretty sure it was. Oh, that's crazy. Leicester conceded a lot of goals this season, haven't they? Just looking at this, Liverpool conceded less goals than us this season. That says a lot about our defending. They haven't even had flipping Van Dijk. We need Reading to improve that. Conceded 44 goals this season. That's too many, man. That's more than Leicester. It's the same as Tottenham. We've conceded the same amount of goals as Tottenham Hotspur this season. Arsenal conceded less than us. Wow. Interesting. They have improved the defense, haven't they? We need a Leicester goal to secure it. Yeah, Leicester goal would secure, as it stands, would secure the Champions League spot. However, Liverpool have got it basically. That will come from Maddison. I think Chelsea will miss out in top four. I don't think Chelsea are missing out in top four. I've consistently said Leicester would miss out in top four. I actually said West Ham would make it instead of Liverpool. Obviously, that was just my, heart thinking rather than my head. I did think Liverpool would have a chance, but I didn't even mention it. I just didn't believe it. I just didn't believe it. But Liverpool have done really well to turn this around, I must say. Flipping pricks. How long are these bloody adverts, man? Oh, God. Come on, lads. Just get the game back on. I wanted some entertainment. Alhamdulillah. It's an advert for the Olympics. Excited to see that, to be honest. Not gonna lie. Many of the teams come up for the second half, yeah. Arsenal back out for the second half. Not that anyone gives a shit. Fulham are also back out, as are Leeds and as are West Ham. I really need that West Ham clean sheet for fantasy football because I've had an absolute nightmare, but it's my only hope. It's my only hope of doing anything decent. It looks like we're back.
The one you were watching, but right now we're going to take you to bonus coverage of the KP because they're kicking off. It's Leicester 1, Tottenham 1. Right now, Leicester are fifth and miss out to Matt Holland and Seb Hutchinson.
Come on, Leicester, sort it out. Let's see what Twitter's saying. Hey, that Leicester kit's horrible. New Leicester kit. That's disgusting. That's not Champions League worthy kit. That, I'm sorry, boys.
5 minutes ahead, isn't it, for Leicester in their quest for Champions League football? Can they muster a goal that will
Really not a fan of that. I mean, it's all right.
But... No changes at half time. But Leicester need a change in the scoreline.
Yeah, what Twitter's saying currently. What's trending? Donny's trending. Golden Boot's trending.
Liverpool are winning their game against Crystal Palace. Still plenty of twists and turns ahead.
When if you can see the guy leads on.
But a big second half ahead for both these sides. Tottenham know that Arsenal
a lot of upset from Tottenham fans. Intensity is obviously right. If they miss out on Champions League, 5 teams in it next season, mad. Who's that? We need a Leicester goal to secure it.
He's been outstanding this season.
Oh, he's on about Chelsea. Yeah, that's right.
Went off in tears.
Pepe scored! I'm starting in my fantasy football. Let's go! I finally done something good. Let's go. Nicolas Pepe, I needed those points. Come on, desperately. Get them on Rascal Pepe. I knew I should have kept him.
Lovely balling towards Kane Sancho. Got there, cut it out.
Fuck. Right, Pepe scored. I needed those points, man. But the issue is that I didn't captain him. My captain gives me 2 players that aren't even on the pitch, man.
He only needs half a sniff, doesn't he, Harry Kane?
Let's go.
Machine. He's hardly had a kick. He's not really been involved in that first half at all, but when the chance broke to him...
Pepe's been a smoke of late, man. Must say. I did say I would take Pepe, and people laughed at me just saying.
Maddison got it onto Vardy.
Right, anyways, I got the Leicester game at the moment because the main night guys have started. Great ball to Vardy, such a heavy
touch from the striker.
I might just keep it on the Leicester game. Somewhat more entertaining than my United game actually, because there's not much.
Maddison.
Arsenal heading to Conference League.
Thomas couldn't quite keep it in
Goal
play.
kick to Tottenham Hotspurs. It's no longer now Spurs. I don't have.
Yeah, got to get him on the ball more, actually.
What's happened with Chelsea?
Outside, he wants to drift in and get involved in the action.
What was
Necessarily been at his best in recent weeks, but they need a big 45 minutes.
Chelsea 2-0 down. The fans are saying they need to score 2 or something. Chelsea conceded the game. Chelsea conceded a game. What, I'm on 19? Oh, let's put us back on the main game. Fuck's it, BT. How'd I change it?
It was a late show from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's side then. But they start this second half with their noses in front, just about. Off we go in the second half. Manchester United's last victory at Molineux was an emphatic one indeed. Sir Alex Ferguson's side winning 5-0 in the Premier League in March of 2012. A couple of goals in that game from Javi Hernandez, amongst others who scored in that game. Indeed, before today, Wolves had failed to score in their previous 4 meetings with Manchester United, but of course Nelson Semedo has got them on the board today. And that goal might prove vital to getting Wolves back into proceedings as this second half unfolds. You know, I thought Ruben Neves would play higher up, closer to the front too. It's been Moutinho actually who's been the higher of the 3 midfield players. I'd like to see Neves move a little bit higher up with his ball striking closer to goal. It can be quite fluid in that midfield, can't it, with those 3 players.
Right, game back.
Going backwards or going forwards. Van der Beek.
Back to Manchester United with Wolves.
It's losing out to Willy Bolly. Straight to Williams though. Manchester United look to start the second half in attacking vein. Elanga.
Oh, very beautiful that Elanga, must say.
Little jink, but
Chelsea fans begging for.
There, I think.
This is so funny. Chelsea fans begging for bloody thingy to do him a favour. Spurs, but obviously, you know the Spurs, they're an absolute liability.
Whereas Anthony Elanga has made just a couple of appearances as a 19-year-old for Manchester United. I guess that is what today is about, though, for some of those in the black and white of the Old Trafford side. It's about learning, isn't it? It's about development for some of them.
Another penalty for Leicester by the sounds of it.
Great opportunity with obviously the side being in the Europa League. They've been able to have a few.
Another penalty to Leicester. Are they going to make the most of it this time? I said this time we just got the first one, actually.
Of course, at this point now, we start
pondering
recruitment.
Have they scored? That is the question.
Indeed, the other clubs up and down the country too. On a global scale.
Vardy might have scored it.
Some of the youngsters might.
And he has 2-1 Leicester. Jamie Vardy scoring another one from the penalty spot. Clutch moment. That does put Leicester back into the top 4. And it takes what's there? Chelsea blood clot out.
As I'm sure they will. They could maybe send these players on loan to a better club than maybe they would have done.
It's interesting though, because obviously Chelsea have to win in the standard game. But it's back to Man United.
Josie will jump and will head, but we'll find Henderson's gloves. That's definitely where they've been best, is when they've been able to feed that pass into Neves and Moutinho, and then they've been able to craft.
Come on, Vardy. Battle of the Bridge, revenge,
the wing backs or the forward players. Same again there. Flipped up to the back post and just not enough on it from William Jose.
Chelsea currently sat in the Europa League. Chelsea need 2 goals.
Around Molineux today is who will recruit Nuno Espirito Santo. Where will he go?
Interesting. Very interesting.
Around about 42 minutes time.
Jesus. Yo, this is scenes as it currently stands. Chelsea are not in the Champions League. As it
Said
currently
he
stands,
turned down Champions League clubs because he believed in the project here at Molineux.
there's no way Chelsea drop out.
Second-tier title in his first season in charge.
There's
to win
no
what is considered a
way.
major trophy, though, which would be an itch that he wants to scratch.
It does look like Liverpool have secured the Champions League now. It's very unlikely. You know, they would need to lose realistically as it stands. Yeah, I can't see Liverpool. What other scenario could it be that Liverpool? There's not really many actually. That Liverpool don't get this Champions League spot actually. If they draw, Chelsea have to win. That's the only way. Yeah, Chelsea have to win this game. Basically, I did say at the start, realistically, that all three teams would have to win. Well, one of the three. Well, all the three teams would have to win if they want to that top four. Chelsea against Aston Villa, who are a tricky opponent as we're aware of.
Just hear that little round of applause. It's just a tiny thing, but you think back to the first half when Jose was.
But yeah, still a lot to play for. Of course, if Tottenham score again, then Chelsea are back in the Champions League. So Leicester do need another goal, just give them some sort of a cushion, so to speak, because I don't think one goal is going to be enough, to be honest, against the Spurs team, especially with Harry Kane, who's going to be wanting that golden boot.
Clearance from Telles.
You know how much player he is.
The touch from Jose was heavy.
I need his West Ham clean sheets desperately.
Yeah,
Nacho goal would have gone missed, to be fair.
Anybody else?
I've had an absolute mare. I've got
today.
Oh, Bamford, come on. Let's go, Bamford. Get me a goal. Come on, Bamford. Get me a goal. I need a Bamford goal. As is my fucking captain. Twan Sabia dribbling out in the back. That's dangerous. That's very dangerous. Yeah, Twitter is the best place for news, man. It really is. I'm just on the Twitter and I'm just chilling.
Generally, him and Baye have been pretty good today so far.
Oh. Chelsea fans, Chelsea meltdown on Twitter as well. No, Chelsea need 2 goals.
Semedo, movement in the middle. And Jose trying to reel the ball in.
Foden scores for Man City.
Charge led by Elanga. Well covered by Bolly.
Chelsea have to score. In fact, no, actually, yeah, Chelsea. I think Chelsea's best bet is to want Tottenham to score. To be honest, because that's the only way. I don't think they're going to score 2 realistically in 40 minutes, or whatever it is. They might. Don't get me wrong, but it's just easier if Spurs score like a Harry Kane goal or something. But obviously they're not going to. Oh, Chelsea 2-0 down. When did that happen? No way. El Ghazi just scored now to make it 2-0 from the penalty spot. No way. They're 2-0 down. No way. So currently Leicester goal. So Leicester draw.
For Captain Cody.
Yeah, they'll lose by 1 goal difference. Oh my God, Leicester have to win this game. Leicester just need to secure the dub.
Away from Elanga. Once again, Brandon Williams with body in the way. But it is difficult for Nouri because he's up against 2 Manchester United players. He has to get past Elanga, and once he does that, he then runs into Williams. But he's giving it a good go.
That's embarrassing. That is embarrassing.
Coutinho's corner.
Corner played short from Wolves.
It's always a good idea to Swift to get out to him in that position because he can rattle a shot in from there. Semedo, Bolly is there.
Oh, both falls, yeah. I feel like I'm on the wrong game, to be honest, but I have kept it on the Man United game. But I don't know what I will change it to. Leicester Spurs, maybe.
For really Bolly, but it will be a corner. Yeah, and you could see Coutinho. He knew Neves was there.
Chelsea 2-0 down.
From Eric Bailly, just to put off Roman Saiz. And then, of course, he's going to look for his countryman. from João Moutinho, but not up to his usual high standards. Remarkable to look at his Portugal record. He has played 130 times, João Moutinho, for his national team. Only Cristiano Ronaldo has played more times for Portugal than Moutinho.
Chelsea really need the Spurs equaliser.
Quite frankly ridiculous.
Arsenal have secured Europa Conference League. Fucking hell, what an achievement that is. What an achievement. Pepe scores again! Let's go! Goal! I knew I should have clapped him, for fuck's sake.
That tells you something of the regard that Moutinho has held in, that he's overtaken Luis Figo as second in that list. Figo now third. Here's Semedo, another Portuguese international. So another one, Neves. And that could have dipped horribly under the crossbar for Henderson. Yeah, but in the end, there's a little bit of a waste from Neves. I think he is trying to catch the goalkeeper out, actually. More than capable of it. But
great end to season for Nicholas Pepe. I've had an absolute mare captaining Bamford, man. Fuck's sake. I was going to captain Pepe, but I just thought it was too bold.
Well, I can tell you now, I'm wearing an awful lot more clothing than those guys are. And I'm probably colder than they are.
Let's flipping go.
It is not your typical end of May day.
Also 2-0 up, obviously, hence my jubilation. For fuck's sake, James. Did laugh when I said Fabianski having a good game. Okay, start to get some points here. A Bamford goal would be really good for my fancy football in that show as well, actually. Just for the sake of securing the dub. That would really just get me over the line in terms of a good end to the season.
In the physical stakes with Willy Bolly, who's trying to give Wolves a platform from which to build.
But Chelsea concede again, actually. I've just realised if Chelsea concede again, that would actually mean that Leicester could technically draw and they'll be level on goal difference. That's a big if, though, isn't it?
Mata with a red chance to get hold of the ball.
Oh, God.
Van der Beek. Williams. Mata and Matic. Trickles through for Ahmad, and now James.
James! Oh, my God, that's embarrassing.
Maybe he just tried to be a little too clever.
Fucking hell, James, what are you doing?
Yeah, let's face it, this is an awful finish from Daniel James. It's a wonderful run. And once he gets beyond...
Oh, James, that's embarrassing.
The weight of the pass was brilliant from
What
Ahmad.
the fuck? Who do you think he was messing here?
James.
Oh, Ahmad, great pass, man.
You can choose.
Great way of pass.
And that, I'm afraid, is woeful.
That's embarrassing. There's no other word for it, really. That's absolutely embarrassing.
There's another one who bounced onto the scene.
Absolutely embarrassing from Daniel James. But yeah, I'm just keeping up to date with Twitter. Still 0-0. Absolutely shocking.
He scored 9 goals in total. Ahmad. Matic. Eric Bailly.
Oh, dear.
Gets it back from Mata.
Good touch by Van der Beek. Great ball to Mata.
Mata profiting from the slip from Bolly, and James to get in behind again. Sai's making sure he can't.
Fuck you.
By not unduly forceful on William Jose, in Mike Dean's opinion.
Werner has scored, but it's disallowed. What a shock.
Wolves may well erupt if something happens here.
Oh my God.
We're going to see Morgan Gibbs-White in a moment. Meantime, here's Van der Beek.
Good, yeah.
And Matic.
Aguero coming up for Man City, which will, of course, be his last ever game.
Jose in the way.
Signing for
Very
Barcelona. Not a bad
fortunate
career
with the
path, is
pass.
it?
Moutinho.
Oh, great defending by
Caught into
Telles.
that
Brilliant, it
from
really
Telles.
was.
He's done that a few times, Telles. He's read the play really well and slid in
It's a good game, I think,
to
Telles.
stop the attacks.
Oh, I'm mad. Poor guy.
Having dived into.
Oh, but yeah, let's
he's
get back
just
to the
grabbed his
scores.
right hamstring
Trying to keep up to
afterwards,
date with
so
Twitter, yeah,
if there's
just
anything in
obviously the
there,
best
he'll have to
form of
really
update scorers.
overstretch, didn't he?
Yes,
Stop
as I said
the pass to
earlier,
Gabriel
Arsenal
Silva.
2-0 up, brace from Pepe, Villa 2-0 to Chelsea. That's it really. There's not really been any changes. Liverpool still won, which is good. Gonna quickly slag off the guys in the WhatsApp group.
Morgan Gibbs White started the season on loan at Swansea City in the second tier in English football in the Championship. 1 goal in 6 games for them, but then picked up a foot injury and was out for a decent period. The loan was cut short. He's found himself back in the action for Wolves in the last few weeks.
Na, 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 na.
Brighton as well a couple of weeks back. Yeah, excellent young prospect. Difficult period at Swansea, but really fought his way back here at Wolves to get himself some game time. I'm really impressed, I think, in the last couple of games. Here's Gibbs White. Digging it out for Agnori. Williams sticking tightly to him. Henderson.
That will come from Madison. That was a while ago. Right, those comments from a while back. Anyways, we're back with your latest. Sorry, I was just quickly texting the boys.
Give him a completely free shot on goal. And the power wasn't on the shot either.
If Liverpool draw, Chelsea lose, and Leicester win, do Liverpool miss out? No. Bayern is a shambles at the moment.
Up to the ground by Semedo. Well, I think he just did enough here, Alanga, just to get himself. But I'm not too sure there was particularly a lot of contact.
Wolves fans ain't happy about that.
It's fair to say not everyone in the ground agreed with that decision from Mike Dean. Some with a bit more.
Yeah, a lot of praise for Ahmad on Twitter.
Alex Telles will take the kick when the dust settles. And the spray is
what are your
sprayed.
thoughts been of the individual performance? I think there's been some decent performances here. I think Van der Beek's had a good game. He's been neat inside it.
Telles looking for Mata.
Yeah, that was
telegraphed, really. Jan Moutinho saw it away. Gibbs White on the run. Beaten to it by Brandon Williams. Elanga. Not a fan's favourite after that free kick 1 moment ago. No, something I'm pretty sure Mike Dean knows all about, but Elanga, experience for him. It's his footballing career, apart from the Leicester City game the other day.
How are we feeling, people? How are we feeling? Chelsea currently missing out.
Smattering of fans at
as things stand.
With United's under-23 side.
Yeah, someone just tweeted, let's get Hannibal on. That's a very good point.
Last season.
Where is fucking Hannibal?
There are other youngsters on the Manchester United bench.
Yeah, Ollie, get some of the youngsters on, man. This is a dead rubber game, man. It doesn't even matter if we're going to lose. Let's get Hannibal Medri on.
Matic gives it away. Gabriel Silva fouled by Brandon Williams.
Foul there by Williams on
Actually,
Silva.
slightly, Fabio Silva. It's not the touch he's trying to make. He's actually trying to flick it round the other side of Brandon Williams. Miscontrols it, but still gets clattered.
65th minute on thy clock.
Neves.
We be balling. Where my takes off you.
Cody. Song for Semedo. William Jose as well. William Jose once again.
Any updates on the scores? It seems like there's not much has changed.
5 in the middle.
Wolves are really going for this now.
Was one of them.
Van de Beek ends up doing that one.
With the juggling. And with
I do want to see Medri on, but I don't know who would take off. Matt, maybe? 48 points.
Definitely squeezed higher up. Playing a high line. Wolves in the second half.
Dallas has got
trying to pressurise Manchester United.
Zaha with the 2 points on my bench. We put him on 50. Obviously, Pepper's going to get bonus. I need a Bamford goal, boys and girls. Bamford goal of fantasy football. And I'm a happy man as he's the skipper. Bamford goal. Come on, boys.
And what that does, if certainly the back three can squeeze a little bit higher, Connor Cody conducting that, it means
he's warming up. Young Gun's warming up.
Going to get nice and high up, get themselves involved in an attack.
Get a Shortieri on it as well. How he crosses him. Shortieri. Get the youngsters on.
Play before getting towards Manchester United's penalty box. Just saw Hannibal Mejri there. Hannibal, as he wishes to be known. The reserve team player of the year at Manchester United this season. 19 years of age. He's on the bench along with Shola Shoretire.
Hamad's had a decent game.
Fish, another possible Manchester United debutant from the bench this afternoon.
Oh, good.
Ahmad.
That's it.
Boy once again in charge. Rui Patricio having to be careful of the rogue plastic bag that's fell onto the field. William Jose.
Boys and girls. Just looking at other people's streams, yo, people are getting views. I'm out here with one person spectating me. Well, these guys have got 60, 70, yo. It must be nice, man. Inshallah, one day, man, I'll be back there, man. I'll be back. I'll be back.
Trying to get things going a little bit to get back on a level playing field.
I'll be
with
back.
Manchester United here, and we've had.
But for now, obviously, continue to support the boy, man. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate
like I
it.
said, for them, it is taking a risk.
Oh, dear.
Playing a higher line because of the pace on the counter-attack of Manchester United. But I think that was needed. Now they just need to find the quality.
It's so weird looking at myself live on the thing. Currently, still 2-1 to Manchester United. How we sit here chilling. Just chilling.
James. This gives White. Encouraging Semedo forward. Matter getting back at him, trying to send him back.
Lambs is losing their shit.
Has it taken off him?
Chelsea just scored, I think. I'm not sure. Seems very happy.
Looks like not secure.
Oh, I think Chelsea have scored, boys and girls. Oh, Chilwell has scored. I believe so. Oh, I think Chilwell has just scored for Chelsea, if I'm not wrong. My internet's just gone as well, which is not the greatest of things. But, you know, Chilwell has scored by the looks of it. Obviously, I will get confirmation on that very shortly. Not that anyone's watching, but, you know, I still got to do my thing. Does that change anything? Oh, yeah, the 2-1. Oh, you'd have to score. Right, so what does that mean? Chelsea 2-1. Can they get a draw? Does a draw secure them? Anything? Chelsea get a draw. No, they have to win. They need to score 2 more goals. Right, okay. Interesting. Well, the score Liverpool are still 1-0 to go. Liverpool are practically guaranteed top 4, which is, and they're going to finish 3rd as well, which would be a very good finish to the season for them on a personal level. So fair play to Liverpool. They've done really well. Pricks. But it is what it is. Can't be mad about it. We bottled it at the end of the day. We bottled it. Yeah, Chilwell scores. There's a confirmation. Pulisic with the assist. Internet's gone not great, is it? Not ideal. I think Aguero scored. Of course he has. Fucking of course he has. Aguero scored. What an absolute shock. Water is wet in it, as they say. Everyone praising Donny van der Beek. Had a good game today. He has Everton lost 4-0, man. The fuck? Absolutely getting slapped. Flipping hell. Everton are getting slapped. Oh, Man City going to be a problem if they sign Kane, but fucking hell. I give up. If Man City sign Kane, oh my god. Absolute mazza. Right, a few minutes left of the Man United game, but it seems like the Chelsea game is going to pop up. I might actually turn on to Chelsea. Might turn on to Chelsea, actually. Oh, shit. Oh, the Never Fall Boys doing live Watchalong. Good vibes, man. Good vibes. I do not want to see Brandon Winners as right back next season. Apparently Kane scored. Don't know if that's the case. Obviously, Mane has scored. That does mean Liverpool are confirmed in the top 4. Liverpool have done it. Liverpool have done it. I think Spurs have scored as well. Fuck's sake. I think Spurs have scored. Oh my god. Fucking hell. That means Chelsea are currently sat in top 4. Fucking absolute disaster that. They have. Spurs have fucking pulled it back. I haven't even checked who scored, but let's have a look at what that means for the table. That means Chelsea are fucking 4th, man. What an absolute fucking joke. Chelsea are 4th, while they're losing 2-1. You've got to be fucking joking. Bamford scored, though. Let's go. I needed that point. Harrison, I wanted him in that team as well, but it can't have everyone, I guess. Fuck yeah, a bit of positivity there, but fucking hell, Chelsea, you bastards. Jammy pricks, man. Let's go and get flipping the Leicester game up. I'm going to switch off the Man United game because it's basically done. Liverpool are through to the Champions League. So where are we? On goal, Michael. Let's just come up there. Where are we? Spurs, Tottenham, Leicester. Donny's had a good game today. A lot of people have been saying that on Twitter. That is correct. My personal opinion, I think he's had a good game. Fucking hell. What? How are Spurs fans feeling? Do you want to win? Do you want to lose? What's the situation with you guys? Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Fucking hell, Leicester, don't bottle this, man. Guerra scored again. Fucking hell. Guerra's going to bag a hat-trick, isn't he? He just will. Oh, my God. Oh, Leicester going to get a goal at the end of that is the question. Leicester got 10 minutes to score. As it stands, they're not in the Champions League. Fuck's sake. They got 10 minutes to score. They just need to score. That's it. Don't think Chelsea are going to score 2 in that time. Fucking hell. Right, okay, I've got the Spurs game on. There we go. It's finally working. Internet is back. Never thought I'd be spoiling Leicester, but he'd be fucking on it. Do you know what I mean? Bamford has scored for me on other news, but which is obviously a positive. Another goal from Bamford, but not goal missed. Just saying.
Apesar do susto, o Tottenham sai bem, apoiado, bola recuperada por Fendi, e fica a queixar-se americano, Ricardo, Tielemans, pode soltar do movimento direito, Ricardo dentro da grande área, Alder vai, Alder esticar-se a cortar.
Come on then, let's fucking have you. Last 9 minutes left. Spurs v Leicester. Man City, let's have a look. They've won 5-0. De Bruyne has got 1 goal, 1 assist. Sterling's got an assist. Bloody hell, Man City are going to be a problem next year, man. Fuck. Man City next year are going to be an absolute problem. Oh, an absolute madness. This has been an absolute madness so far. Chelsea currently losing and still in the top 4. Absolutely outrageous stuff. Absolutely outrageous. Oh, God. Corner to Spurs. It really looks like Leicester bottled this, man. They've had 2 fucking pens as well. No! It was through on goal! Red card. Oh, Winks, you bastard, man. Why the fuck do Tottenham want to win this game? Fucking brats. They're helping out fucking Chelsea, man. Oh my goodness, God. He was literally through on goal. I can't believe that. Well, actually doing alright in fantasy football if West Ham keep this clean sheet. Oh, my fucking life. Bro, I need another Bamford goal. Just take me over the edge. But yeah, I need an Iheanacho goal. I'll take that, actually, because I've got him in my team as well. But fucking come on, Leicester, man. Got 7 minutes. Chelsea are fucking so lucky. Fuck you. Bloody hell. Come on, man. That's wasteful. Man, Leicester, come on. Benjamin Shaw, Thierry on. Martin Amad Diallo on. Hannibal. Oh, I'm missing that. I'm missing the Hannibal thing. Fuck's sake. I've turned this on. Anyways, it is what it is. 6 minutes left for Leicester to save the season. I really want Chelsea to bottle it. That would be beautiful banter. Fucking hell, they're scraping through here. They are scraping through by the skin of their teeth. Spurs are doing them a favour here. Hard. Chelsea might have just somehow got through. Obviously, Liverpool have got through. Oh, dear Lord. How are they losing and getting through? That's absolutely a madness. 5 minutes left to go here. What can Leicester do? Play great bowling behind, but it's too long for Iheanacho. Can't reach it. Come on, Leicester. They need a goal. It's as simple as that. They got 5 minutes. They're at home. The fans are trying to, push them on. They're 5 minutes. They need a goal to secure Champions League football. Can they do it? Spurs, for whatever reason, holding on for dear life. Not really sure why they give a shit, but they are trying their best to keep Leicester out. It's fairly open. The Spurs are kind of going for the win themselves. They really want that Conference League, don't they? Oh, what a tackle that is by Sanchez. Huge tackle. And West Ham actually have just scored as well. I believe Declan Rice has just scored. That puts another 20 million on his price tag. Great Bale to Son. Great touch to Kane. Kane! Oh, what's he done? Plays it to Bale. He's not missing, and he hasn't. That's GG. That's game over. Gareth Bale has scored, and that has secured Champions League football for Chelsea if that goal has not been ruled out. That's secured it. That's done it. Champions League football then and there. Oh my God, Gareth Bale has done it. Gareth Bale has secured. Oh, it's handball, I think. That looks at handball. Is that handball on Harry Kane? Fucking hell, I can't believe this. It does look like handball to me. I don't think it's going to be given, though. I feel like that's handball from Kane. It's accidental, though. Have they changed the rule? Yep, it's been given. GG, that's it. Fucking hell, I'm absolutely devastated. Absolutely devastated. That is it. That's GG, that. Simple as that. That's game over. And they've done it. Fucking hell, man. I've captained the wrong player on fantasy football as well. Kane getting an assist as well. Oh, Kane's through here. Oh, he's fucked that up nicely. That's it. 2 minutes left, and Spurs have done it. They've turned the fucking game around somehow. When they're 2-1 down, and they fucking won. What is going off? What is going off? Yeah. Leicester bottled it. Simple as. They fucking lost. They needed one goal to win, and they've ended up losing. They're losing. It doesn't matter what the scores are. That's it. It's GG. Oh, that's devastating, man. Fucking Aspers. What has happened there? Fuck yeah, I'm devastated. That's such a shit way. I said Leicester gonna ball it, man. Fucking hell. Oh God. I can't believe this. I can't believe Spurs have just done Chelsea a favour. That was Gareth Bale's last goal as well. Is it got what happened? Offside? Fuck's sake. Oh God. Madness, absolute madness on the final day. It really is. Tottenham of all teams have turned the fuck up. I can't believe this. Chelsea have actually lost. And they've still got through. They fucking lost and got through. This is devastating for Leicester. It really is, man. Oh, God, this is so devastating. Imagine 2 seasons of balance. Two seasons of balance. Oh, man, Leeds has conceded the last kick of the fucking game. It's cost me a clean sheet. Well, that's frustrating, isn't it? Absolutely shit liners. Really are. Dog shit from Leeds. But listen, that is it. That is the final day scenes, man. Unreal, lads. Unreal, boys and girls. What can I say? What can I actually say? That's an absolute madness. Great points for me on the person that on fancy football. But yeah, Chelsea secured the top 4. I'm just going to quickly double check this. Kane. Oh, shit. Should have captained Kane. I missed the trick there, but it is what it is. Anyways, Manchester United looks like they're going to win 2-1. I haven't got the game on, so I don't know when it's full time. But it's been your boy, Usmaan. We'll be back in the coming days, i.e. tomorrow, with some great content for you guys. If you're tuning in, if you watch this on repeat, drop a like, subscribe to the channel for more beautiful content. It's been your boy, man. I'll be back, and we're over and